morning, gentle beings, and welcome to build day 27. We have exactly, well, I don't know if it's exactly, but it should be about 10 days until we open. Breakfast of the day before I go any further. Peanut butter and jelly Bear Claw and a chocolate eclair. Your choice of drink. Kaylee, get Ellie. Where's Ellie? There you go. You got Ellie. Today is going to be a day of small things and hopefully some big things. Small things. I've got the 2 solenoids and the zombie bait to take care of. I've got a video, or not video, but a projection box for a projector over in the spider display I've got to get put in. I've got to get the air tanks out here for the pneumatics. We got peepers and light bulbs we need to get put in. I got to run wiring for my flame pots up there, and I need to test them too. I didn't even plug them in and test them last night. It was so damn cold. I've got misters and a couple other things, and that tub's got a couple little things. We got to get all that done today. Once that's done, we get into the major things. Bringing the hunt totally alive. We got to start by putting the power pole in and running the trunk lines throughout the hunt. Then we're going to go through and start going display by display by display, getting everything wired up and plugged in and tested. And it'll take a couple of days to get the whole hunt done with that. But once we can get that done, we can start on doing the low voltage. But anyway, that's what we've got on the docket today. We're going to start out with the small things, get those knocked out of the way, and then start getting back into major stuff. Hey guys, I figured it was time I better give you a segment. We've had a busy day. Things took longer than expected. We started out, I've got 3 storage tanks, air storage tanks for my compressor. Got all 3 of them in, and lines ran back to the garage to where my main compressor is. Also got the mini compressor out that runs, that's dedicated only to the air blaster in the arch off the mausoleum. That's in place. All air lines are ran. I just got to plug them into my main compressor and they're ready to go. We also made it through the hunt. All the AC, alternating current, household current, whatever, however you want to call it, has been placed out in the hunt, so that's done. So, now, power pole is in, and it's hooked up to power and is live. I just got to plug things into it. And Kaylee knows she wants to play. Hold on here. Up, she's back. But anyway, next up now that the power pole's in, is I got to get the trunk lines in. Now what I'm calling my trunk lines are 3 construction grade extension cords. They're 25 foot long, and they have built-in plugs every so often. So there's 3 different outlets on them. And I usually put a 3-way T in each of them. And I gotta get them spaced in the hunt. I normally do one down the middle of the hunt, and I plug things on either side into it. I do another one across the front garden down the front far side to plug things in. And then the third one, I normally do something on the driveway with it. Now, the one that goes down the center of the hunt, that's going to go in as it always does. The other 2, I'm not exactly sure how I want to run them. I haven't made that decision yet. It's harder to run that one because I have people going through the garden now, and I don't want them tripping over things. But yeah, I gotta be able to get power to things, and fun. But anyway, it's time to run trunk lines, and Kaylee wants me to play. Look at that face. Oh yeah, it's so hard to say no. Yeah, she wants to play. Okay, I'm going to play with her for a bit, then I'll do the trunk lines. But that's next stage, is trunk lines. And then we can start actually plugging things in. Alright, 1 trunk line in, and Swan just called for dinner. But I did the center one first, because I kind of knew how I wanted that. I've got 1 outlet there that will service the graveyard. I'll run stuff up the wall and over to it so they can't be seen. The next outlet is over in the water room mirror area. And I'll service the photo hallway and bits and pieces of the, well, actually no, I'll service part of the water room and any electrical stuff near the entrance to the photo hallway. The other end, the third outlet, is down by the video pumping station, and that will service the mirror, the video pumping station, and that'll be it. So that takes care of two total displays and a good chunk of the water room, so about 3 displays. Hey guys, after dinner, I just had Sue Ann out here and we were kind of kibitzing on the electrical thing. I got 2 trunk lines left to put in. I'm getting ready to do the one for the driveway. And we ran into a problem, so I had Sue Ann come out and take a look at things with me. I'm going to turn my headlamp on so you guys can see what I'm looking at. So cover your eyes. I'm going to blind you. Okay, I've got, as far as household current, I got 2 candelabras, the misters and the coals that run on AC. I've got the 3 sisters that run on AC, as well as one of those glitter lights up there. And then over here, I've got another glitter light. I've got the peepers in the bush. I've got one of those fire and ice lights, both there, and one in the hallway, plus the head on the hammer and clamp, which is AC. And there's the other fire and ice light there for the alcove. Over here in the witches area, or not witches area, spider area, I got that light up spider. I'm going to have a projector there, plus more peepers. That's AC. And then over here, I've got both arches on the entrance and exit gate, the 2 buzzards, plus the attack spider, plus the butler. All AC. Now most of the AC stuff is on the bush side of the haunt. Problem is, you know, like with here, I could run the trunk line through the tent. You know, to keep it off the ground, and kind of keep it out of sight. Sorry, trying not to blind you. But over here, I can't. I have no structure in front of the bushes here, so I can't do aerial. And the wife suggested, I even thought about, I'll just drop it down to the ground and go. Only problem is those trunk lines are only 25 foot long. So I've got to go 25 feet in a straight line. If I drop it down the wall, I'm going to lose 7 feet. And I'd probably end up with an outlet somewhere in the middle of the wall. I don't want an outlet in the middle of the wall, just for safety fact. So what we ended up deciding to do, and after going through all the pros and cons, is I'm going to run the trunk line along this wall and into the spider tent. There are some AC things on that side of the haunt. Majority of them are over here though. So what I'm going to end up having to do is I'm going to have to hit Home Depot or Ace Hardware tomorrow and buy some 24-foot extension cords. I've got, a couple of them, here, but most of my extension cords are like 9 foot, 12 foot, 2 foot. But I'm going to have to buy a crap ton of 24-foot extension cords to go from this side of the haunt over to the other side of the haunt. Because I got to be able to drop them down the walls and everything else to, to get power into things. So it's going to be interesting. But anyway, I'm going to start getting that driveway extension cord in. And we're just going to run it down this wall. And we get to here, I'll put one of my bracers across the wall here that I can attach it to. And then we'll go into that tent and then out toward the front end. And we'll just see how far we can get with it. And then go from there. I've been out here working. I got the, like I mentioned earlier, in the last segment, I was working on the other trunk line on the driveway. Well, we've got power to it, and I've got proof. And this, I know it looks a little busy. It will calm down once we get the LED lighting in here. But it's kind of neat. We got that light on. And then we got one light over here going. That's not too bad. 2 trunk lines ran, 1 powered up, and 2 lights added to the mix. So, but it's kind of neat. And it's even getting the top of the bushes and stuff there too. And this is Clown Hallway here, so not too bad. I don't know if I'm going to go any further tonight or if I'm going to call it quits. I haven't decided yet. It is wrestling night, and Morgan's giving me the look like, Dad, you need to be in here. We're watching wrestling, remember? Okay, we got a little ways further. I showed you that guy earlier. We're going over to the Hammer and Clown prop. The rest of clown territory. And we've got dots over here. We got this all lit up, even the guy over there in the hallway. So we made it a little bit further. That still leaves over here in the dark spider territory and the front entrance. And we'll get to those tomorrow. Let's get Sue's reaction. Now we're in Hammer and Clown, sweetie. Come over and find out.
His head.
Uh-huh.
You need to oil it.
It's the foam rubbing, I think. But what do you...
It does make it sound like he's laughing.
Yeah. What do you think, though? You didn't hear the lights?
Not too bad.
And then we even got your guy here in the corner with some dots on him.
Not bad. Though that whole corner is devoid of them.
Yeah. That's because of where the light is, unfortunately. And that wall's devoid of them, too. But anyway, we got the set dressers reaction. Well, it's going on about 10:30. It's time for your end of the day wrap up. As you can see, we're in the house again because it's 10:30 at night and it's 39 degrees. I think it's a little bit cooler than that. It's getting cold out there. You can see your breath. So I figured I'd come in here warm up. But anyway, not too bad of a day. We got all the household current items out and in their spots and ready to be plugged in. We got 2 trunk lines in. We got 1 trunk line up and running. As you saw, we got the clown area plugged in. Still need the spider area and the front end to finish that trunk line off. Which is probably going to be on tomorrow's bucket list. One of the first things we do. We need to get the front end, the spider, and the witch done. Then I think we'll be moving over to the other trunk line. We'll get it powered up, and we'll go down that trunk line, get everything plugged in. And if we get that done in time, if there's enough time, I'll get the 3rd trunk line installed, powered up, and we'll start on that. Just a matter of just going down the line, plugging things in. Sooner or later, you'll get it done. But past that, I think I'm going to call it quits. Stay spooky, stay toxic.